I live in a quiet village surrounded by dense forests, far away from the city's chaos. My only companion is Max, my loyal dog. He's not just a pet. He's my family, my protector. Max has always been smart, unusually perceptive, but lately, something about him feels different. It started about a week ago, on a cold, foggy night, when I heard him growling outside. Curious, I followed Max into the woods behind my house. There in the moonlight, I saw something I couldn't believe. Max was standing calmly beside a huge, dark snake coiled around a tree trunk. The snake's scales shimmered under the faint light, and its eyes glowed eerily. Max didn't growl or bark. He seemed at peace. The snake and Max locked eyes for a long moment. Then Max lowered his head, almost like he was bowing. The snake flicked its tongue and slithered closer. I want to call Max back, but I was frozen, watching as if caught in a nightmare. The next morning, Max acted strange. He wouldn't eat or come inside the house. Instead, he kept staring at the forest edge, alert and tense. Over the next few days, I noticed Max disappearing during the night. When he returned, he seemed changed, his eyes sharper, his movements quieter, more deliberate. Rumors spread in the village about the forest's cursed serpent, a spirit guarding an ancient secret. Elders whispered that it could bargain with animals, offering power or protection in exchange for loyalty. I didn't believe it until I saw Max's strange transformation. I realized that Max and the snake had made some kind of deal, a pact I didn't understand. And something told me I wasn't just an observer. I was part of this dark arrangement. Whether I wanted to be or not, the nights grew colder, and Max's behavior more unsettling. He would disappear for hours, sometimes returning with small scratches, sometimes with a wild, distant look in his eyes. One night, I followed him silently, my heart pounding with fear and curiosity. Deeper in the woods, Max approached the snake again. This time, the snake wasn't alone. Shadows flickered around it. Whispering voices echoed, and the air grew thick with something unholy. Max seemed to bow before the serpent, and in return, the snake touched Max's nose with its tongue. I felt a chill run down my spine as the whispers reached me. Then, the snake turned its gaze toward me, and I saw in its eyes a dark promise, a price to be paid. From that night, strange things started happening to me. I began having nightmares of the snake's hollow eyes. The sound of Max's growl twisted into something menacing. In my waking hours, I felt watched, followed. My reflection in mirrors sometimes blinked back at me, even when I didn't. I realized the deal wasn't just about Max gaining power or protection. The snake demanded a price. My life, my soul. The bond between Max and the snake was a contract, and I was the collateral. Max, once my protector, became a creature caught between worlds. His loyalty wavered, torn between the serpent's dark control and his bond with me. He would sometimes growl at me, eyes filled with an otherworldly rage. Desperate, I sought the village elders, hoping for a way out. They warned me that breaking the deal would require a sacrifice. Something precious must be given to sever the dark pact, knowing I was trapped as a price. I faced a terrifying choice. Could I lose Max to save myself? Or would I give myself up to protect my only friend? The elders guided me to the edge of the forest, where the snake spirit was said to dwell in an ancient hollow tree. Armed with their rituals and a talisman, I prepared for the final confrontation. That night, I followed Max one last time. He led me silently to the tree where the snake awaited. The air crackled with dark energy, and the shadows whispered curses. I called out to Max, who looked torn but resolute. The snake emerged, towering and menacing, its eyes burning with ancient malice. It offered me one last deal: surrender my soul or lose Max forever. With a heavy heart, I chose to break the deal. I recited the incantation, the talisman glowing in my hand. Max barked loudly, a sound full of pain and release. In that moment, the snake hissed and lunged, but the light from the talisman consumed it. Max collapsed, free from the serpent's hold, but exhausted and wounded. I had saved myself, but at a cost. Max was alive, but he was different, calmer, quieter, as if carrying the weight of the dark night forever. The deal was broken, but the price was paid. And though we were free, The shadow of the snake's bargain would always linger between us.